Pop-ups keep appearing in the corner of your screen. Your PC is infected. Your subscription has expired. You have new offers waiting. They turn up when you're not even browsing, and every virus scan you run comes back clean. Here's the short version, and it's good news. That is almost certainly not a virus. It's a website sending you notifications, because at some point it was given permission to. By the end of this video you'll know how to tell those apart from a genuine Windows alert in about 1 second, and how to switch them off permanently. It's 3 clicks, it's free, and there is nothing to install. Let me show you the real thing. This is a little demo page I built, and I'm running it on my own machine, so nothing here's pretending to be a real company. It behaves exactly the way the real ones do. It asks for permission. Chrome puts up its own bar. This site wants to show notifications. Allow or block. I'll click allow, the way most people do when a page says you must click allow to continue. And now watch the bottom right corner. There's the first one. And it will keep going, on a timer for as long as that permission exists. That's it. That's the entire mechanism. No infection, no downloaded file, no dodgy program running in the background. One permission, granted once, possibly months ago, but hang on, you're thinking these turn up when Chrome isn't even open. That part is real, and here's why. Chrome keeps a small background process alive after you close the window, precisely, so notifications and extensions carry on working. Look in your system tray and you'll often find it still sitting there. You can switch that off as well. In Chrome settings, under System, there's a toggle called Continue Running Background Apps when Google Chrome is closed. Turn it off and Chrome really does stop when you close it. But fix the permission too, or they simply come back the moment you open a tab. Now, the single most useful thing in this video. Look closely at that pop-up, because it is quietly telling you exactly what it is. Along the top it says Google Chrome, and along the bottom it shows a website address. Mine says localhost because it's my test page. Yours would show whatever site is doing it. A real Windows message never says Google Chrome. Your actual antivirus never puts a website address at the bottom of its alerts. Those 2 details are the tell, and once you've seen them you can't unsee them. So before you do anything else, look at the next pop-up you get and read the very top and the very bottom of it. That tells you which browser to fix, and which site to blame. How did you agree to this? Almost nobody remembers doing it, and that's the point. The usual trick is a page that says click allow to confirm you're not a robot, or allow notifications to start the download. The allow it's talking about is not the page's button. It's Chrome's permission bar. You click one thing, and you've handed a stranger a direct line to your desktop. And a lot of these sites are deliberately dressed up to look like security warnings. They imitate well-known antivirus brands, because a scary red alert gets clicked. What they actually want is for you to phone a number or buy something you don't need, which brings us to the second reason people get stuck. You run a virus scan, and it finds nothing. Of course it does. There's nothing on your machine to find. The permission lives inside your browser's settings, and a malware scanner is not looking there, so let's go and fix it properly. I'll do this in Chrome. Edge is almost identical, and I'll mention Firefox at the end. Open a new tab and go to Settings. The fastest route is to type it straight into the address bar, Chrome://settings/content/notifications. If you'd rather click your way there, it's the 3 dots in the top right, then Settings, then Privacy and Security, then Site Settings, and then Notifications. Here's the page. And there are 2 parts of it that matter. At the top, Default Behavior, which controls whether sites are even allowed to ask you. Further down, Customized Behaviors, which is the list of sites you've already answered. Scroll to Allowed to Send Notifications. And there it is. That is every site you have ever said yes to. For most people who have this problem, this list is the whole story, and they have never once looked at it. Find the one that's bothering you. Remember, The website address at the bottom of the pop-up told you which. Then click the 3 dots at the end of its row. You get 3 options: block, edit, and remove. And the difference between block and remove genuinely matters, so let me be precise about it. Remove deletes the permission. The site goes back to neutral, which means the next time you visit it, it is allowed to ask you all over again. Fine for a site you actually like. Block is stronger. It doesn't just forget the answer, it records a no. That site can never ask you again, and it cannot send you anything. For a site that has been throwing fake virus warnings at you, block is the one you want, so I'll choose block. And watch the page. The site moves out of allowed to send notifications and up into not allowed to send notifications. Allowed now says, no sites added. The pop-ups have stopped. Nothing was installed, nothing was scanned, and nothing was paid for. Let's prove it properly, because I don't want you taking my word for it. I'll reload that same page and press its button again, asking for permission a second time. And look. Permission. Denied. Chrome didn't even show me the bar. It answered on my behalf, because I already told it no. That is what block buys you. Now, if that list had 20 sites in it and you don't recognize any of them, don't sit there blocking them one at a time. Go back to the top of the page. Default behavior. Change it to don't allow sites to send notifications. That switches the whole feature off. No site can ask, no site can send. If you never use web notifications, this is the setting you want, and honestly most people never use them. Quick notes on other browsers. Edge is the same journey and the same words, settings, cookies, and site permissions, then notifications. Firefox calls it settings, privacy, and security, then permissions, then notifications. Same idea in all 3, a list of sites, and you take yours off it. And if you're getting these on your phone, it is the same problem with the same fix. In Chrome on Android, the 3 dots, then settings, then notifications, and you'll find the very same list of sites. Tap the one you don't want and switch it off. And one Windows side tip. If you want the pop-ups gone even while you sort out which site it is, open Windows Settings, go to Notifications, find your browser in the list of apps, and turn it off there. That's a blunt instrument. It silences all of that browser's notifications, but it works instantly. That's the fix, and it's done. If it worked for you, I'd really like to know which site turned out to be the culprit. Drop it in the comments, because the same handful of sites seem to catch everybody. And if your pop-ups are still coming after this, tell me exactly what the top and bottom lines of the pop-ups say and I'll help you work it out. One habit worth building. When any page asks you to allow notifications, the default answer is no. Real sites you care about will not stop working. And never click allow to prove you're human. No genuine check has ever worked that way. So, the whole thing. Read the pop-up, browser name on top, website at the bottom. Go to Settings, Privacy and Security, Site Settings, Notifications. Find the site under Allowed and choose Block. And if the list is a mess, just turn the whole thing off at the top. If this cleared your screen up, a like genuinely helps other people find it. A lot of them are currently convinced they have a virus. Subscribing helps me keep making these. Thanks for watching and enjoy the quiet.